Hi, Lisa Broyles here with Way Too Health MD, and this is another video in my perimenopause series featuring mental health. If you're like me, you may be struggling with increased anxiety that you never had before your 40s. This is extremely common. Women that have never struggled with anxiety or depression often do so during perimenopause. I think there's multiple reasons for this, but physiologically, one of them is the drop in progesterone that I've talked about in other videos. As your progesterone levels drop, you don't sleep as well and your anxiety levels go up. So this is why whenever women are experiencing perimenopausal symptoms such as increased anxiety, often this is something I address to see if progesterone is right for them. It can be started as early as the late 30s if needed. And progesterone isn't the cure for all anxiety, but I do find that it does help women, including myself, feel more peaceful and sleep deeper. So there's three things that are really affecting your mental health at this point. Sleep, how much of it you're actually getting and what quality it is. Are you taking care of yourself and finding time to do things that you enjoy? Are you feeding your inner self too and not just taking care of everybody else, okay? And then the third thing is, what are you eating? Let's just start right here with what you're eating and drinking. I've talked a little bit about alcohol before, but alcohol dumps sugar into the body and then it feeds candida. It increases something called glutamate levels, and glutamate is your anti-peaceful. It increases your anxiety, okay, as far as what it does chemically. So you don't want something that increases glutamate levels. So sugar does that, alcohol does that. It's really nice right at the time, right? And then the next day you're usually kind of miserable. Even if you only had a little bit, you may notice that you're a little bit more irritable the next day. Your joints hurt a little bit more, like I talked about in my former joint pain video. So alcohol, try to avoid it as much as possible. Earlier in the day is always best. And if you have to have it, something lighter, actually like a lighter color of vodka tends to have less of a histamine response and is generally better tolerated, or a little bit of white wine. But typically the deeper the color of the alcohol, the more histamine, the more side effects it's going to cause as far as runny nose, brain fog, upset stomach, headaches, all of the above. Try to minimize the sugar in your diet. We've talked about sugar is our enemy. It is for hormones too and for mental health. And eating that chocolate feels really good at the time, gives you a little short-term boost of dopamine, but in the long run, that sugar ultimately drops your healthy neurotransmitter levels. So we really want to keep those up by eating deeply colored fruits and vegetables, blueberries, blackberries, leafy greens, deeply colored squashes, beets. Okay, no matter who you are, beets are really good for you. They can help for men, even boosting testosterone production. It's really important to eat healthy. And then exercise. I think I addressed that in the last one, but when you exercise, it increases your natural endorphins, which make you feel happier. For me, I manage the stress and anxiety of perimenopause through exercise. Pretty much every single day, I'm either doing a HIIT workout on YouTube, or I'm on my elliptical, or I'm outside running or hiking or riding my horse. You need to be doing something active every day if you can. This will lift your mood and also help you sleep better at night. So addressing sleep, you need to go to bed as early as possible, because that earlier sleep is always better for deep sleep than that late morning. So if you're going to bed at 12 or 1 in the morning and getting up at 6, 7 a.m., that's not sustainable long term. It's going to create inflammation. It's going to drive your happy hormones like dopamine and serotonin production down, increase your stress hormones via cortisol, and make you feel even more anxious. So we have to get enough sleep, we have to get enough exercise, and we have to eat right if we want to be healthy as far as minimizing anxiety and depression. The upcoming video about supplements I recommend for menopause, I will be addressing a few strategic supplements, but at the end of the day, supplements are just that, a supplement to a healthy lifestyle.